Hello and welcome back. So I am now 32 weeks and 4 days pregnant and it is absolutely flying by. I can't believe how quick it's gone. So we had the midwife last week and they were concerned about his growth. So I think I said in the last one that he's, you know, above the 90th percentile on the line, but he had slowed down in his growth. So if I find the plotting line for you, I can show you what that means. So I've got my maternity notes here. So they want them to follow a line. So he was here and he just fell just behind. So they do that by measuring your bump and feeling him and everything. So they sent me for a scan. So it's a little bit scary, but basically they're not too concerned. They are going to scan me again in another 2 weeks, but his head really hasn't grown much. So his head's measuring in the 30th percentile, and then his tummy is in the 90th, and his legs are in the 93rd. So I'll literally clip in some measurements here. So FL is femur length, so that's the length of his thigh bone, and then HC is his head circumference. I can't remember. So HC, one's head, AC, one's tummy, but they're basically the same. So he's got a fat tummy and long legs, but a tiny head. So yeah, it was a little bit frightening, and my iron levels are sort of borderline to low, but I don't need any iron tablets or anything. They've just told me to kind of try and eat more iron rich foods and things like that. So yeah, it was a little bit of a, oh okay, not great news, but I say I get scanned, I get to see him again. He wasn't very active in the scan this time, but you could see that his cheeks are like huge and he's got a big tummy. So yeah, so it's been a bit of a stressful week. I'm not sleeping now. I get about 3 hours to 4 hours sleep and then I'm just awake. I'm not sure if it's baby or heat or the light or stress. I leave work this week, which I've run my own business and I've not stepped away from my business in over 8 years. I've never had more than 5 days off. So I'm finding that quite hard to let go and hand over responsibility, but at the same time I still have to run all the sort of behind the scenes things, so I'm a little bit stressed that can I keep everything going to a good standard and be off and be a mom and not go stir crazy. So I think I'm a little bit stressed out basically, but we're going to have a few days away as a little baby moon next week when I go off, so that's good. I'll show you bumps. So we're actually in his room. We've not decorated it yet because we want to wait for his furniture, so I've not painted it. It just happened to be blue, but we've got some good plans. We're going for a woodland mountain theme nursery, so we will have to get started soon. And then I want to do sort of a breakdown of what we've brought, so I'll do a little pan around. This is all the stuff that we have brought. So this is his carry cot, part of his thing. That's my pregnancy pillow that I've now like given up on. We've got the snuggle bath. We've pre-organised his clothes. We've started buying loads of nappies, and some little bits and pieces. The rest of the pram, some little milestone age things, the gym, and then yeah, just lots of little bits. These are Tom's guitars we've got to put somewhere. So yeah, Poddle Pod. Yeah, I'm doing a video as well what we actually brought at the NEC baby show, and I need to do that, just catching up on everything. So this is Bump. I've well and truly popped now. It's very triangular down here, slightly getting the line, but it is all him. There's not a lot there that you can like feel bit. So he hangs out over here. So this is my right side, which I told you about my right rib before. I think once my uterus got level with it was a bit better, but sometimes it does sort of tuck under, as you can see, and it just sits there. You probably won't be able to see here, but he sticks out one side more than the other. So they think his bum's here, and then his legs are coming down here, and his back's there, and his head's right down. So which was cool the other day, is that the midwife got me to lay down and pop my fingers there, and I could actually feel either side of his head, which was pretty cool, but then I didn't want to squish it. Yeah, last week, again, I don't know if it's the heat or it's stress or it's just being in my third trimester now, but I started seeing flashing lights as well at work, and that's what's made me decide to go. I was going to do it in a couple of weeks, but I've never seen flashing lights, and it happened about 3 occasions last week, and I said I'm just not sleeping, I'm getting bad backache. I'm feeling his weight now. I'm waddling, so I'm on my gym ball a lot, just kind of rocking, relieving my lower back and trying to stretch a little bit more, because you just get really stiff, which is weird because you've got relaxing in you, but you just get really stiff. But yeah, so this week I can sum this week up as stress. It's very weird to be worried about his growth when at the scan they predicted him, this was on Thursday, they predicted that he's 4.9 pounds already, and we've got 8 weeks to go. It's really weird to be told that, but then they're concerned that his growth is kind of changing. So it's been a weird one. I'm not worrying because he is so active. He doesn't stop. My whole belly moves now with him, like it's like he's turning his bum from one side to the other. We get elbows, we get legs, we get everything now, which is great. So if I wasn't getting that, I'd be quite concerned, but he's very strong. His legs must be so strong to kind of take my breath away like he does. So yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, next week it will be a bit more exciting because we'll be away. I will put in a picture as well because I have my pregnancy photo shoot on Friday. I've only seen one picture and it was really good, but she did say I do have a small bump for someone at 32 weeks, which is, you know, it's nice. I can't imagine having a bigger bump because I'm already struggling, but it would have been nice to have that big full bump in a nice dress. But I'm not going to complain because I've got a feeling that I'm going to pop any day soon and just be like, ooh, there he is. So I hope you're all alright. Bit of a weird update, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.